There's a crack in the window, catching dawn, a silver line where the night held on. Your side of the bed is smooth and cold, like love can leave and not leave a hole. I found your note in the kitchen drawer, just 3 words I can't read anymore. The coffee shakes in my trembling hands, I still make two like I don't understand. The house remembers your every sound, the way your keys would hit the counter down. Now every little thing is loud, and all this quiet you left around. You left so softly, I miss the fall. Now I break in delayed waves. How can a heart still want it all from the one who walked away? You were my slow mercy, my last soft place to land. Now I'm holding empty air where you used to hold my hands. You were the light between the cracks, the calm inside my blood. Now every night comes crashing through the ruins of our love. If love was meant to save me, why am I this far gone? Why does your goodbye still feel more real than moving on? You didn't just leave my arms, you left my whole world turned to dust. Now I'm still praying to the echo of a slow mercy I lost. I wear my healing like a borrowed coat, looks good enough till I'm alone. I smile on cue, say what they need, then cry when no one has to see. I heard your name in a crowded train, and all at once I forgot my face. It's strange how one small sound can rip a stitched up wound wide open again. You moved ahead like spring arrives, like broken things don't haunt your life. But I still live in the aftershock, in every room, in every clock. Even the mirror looks at me like I'm someone you used to need. Maybe I loved you past the warning, past every crack, past every sign. Maybe I made a home from almost and called that fragile thing divine. But if your nights go cold and restless, if someone leaves and takes your peace, then maybe you will feel my ghost in every breath you cannot keep. You were my slow mercy, my only place to fall apart. Now I'm crawling through the silence with your shadow in my heart. You were the warmth inside my winter, the prayer beneath my skin. Now every morning starts with losing you all over again. If love was ever holy, why did it leave me here undone? Why do I still reach across the bed like you're not really gone? You didn't just leave my arms, you took the part of me that trust. Now I'm still praying to the echo of a slow mercy I lost. Yeah, I'm still praying to the echo of a slow mercy I lost. There's a crack across the mirror where I watched you say goodbye, and now every morning finds me in the pieces of that night. Your sweater's gone, your books are missing, but your silence never moved. It settled in the curtains, in the perfume on the room. I still pour too much coffee, still make space beside my name, like muscle memory doesn't care that love and loss are spelled the same. You left so gently it felt holy, and somehow that made it worse. Like even heartbreak wanted beauty while it buried me first. I keep my hands half open, like your fingers might return. How does a heart stop reaching when it still has so much to burn? You left me with a threadbare halo, a little light, a lot of hurt. Now I wear your memory loosely, like a blessing turned to curse. You were the quiet in my chaos, the only soft place I could fall. Now every night I hear you're leaving in the shadows on my wall. If love was meant to save me, why am I breaking beautiful? You left me with a threadbare halo, and a heart too full to lose it all. I smile like I've been healing, like the worst of it has passed. Then I hear your name in traffic, and I'm right back in the glass. The world keeps doing what it does, opening shops, turning green, while I'm still folding all my grief into ordinary things. I saw a street in heavy rain, the one where you first took my hand. And for a second I could feel the life we never got to have. You moved on like a clean horizon, like love can close without a sound. I stay behind with every echo, learning how to drown out drowned. Maybe I loved you past the warning, past the tremble in your voice. Maybe I made a home from almost and mistook that for a choice. But if your nights go dim and airless, if someone leaves you half alive, then maybe you will feel my ghost in the places you can't hide. You left me with a threadbare halo, a fading gold around my pain. Now I'm holding what is broken, like it might turn whole again. You were the pulse inside my silence, the only faith my hands could hold. Now every dawn just pulls the curtain on a love that still feels close. If love was ever sacred, why did it leave me this alone? You left me with a threadbare halo, and a life that doesn't feel like home. Yeah, you left me with a threadbare halo, and a life that doesn't feel like home. There's a dent where your suitcase hit the wall. I still trace it when the night gets small. Your picture frame is face down on the shelf, but I still know your smile by heart myself. The air is thin in this apartment now, like love moved out and left me figuring out how to make a home from what remains. A couple shadows in your name. I let the faucet run too long just to hear something when the silence comes. But every drop sounds like goodbye, every window holds your eyes. I swear I feel you in the cold, in every room, in every coat. You left so gently it hurt worse, like breaking me was practiced first. And everybody says you heal, like hearts are built so close, but mine still breaks a little every time I'm left alone. I try to be a stranger to the love I used to trust, but every road away from you just circles back to us. Now I'm holding my own cold hands tonight, pretending they're yours just to survive. I still lean toward your side in my sleep, so fall apart where the memories meet. You left your ghost in every room, turned every morning into blue. Tell me how I'm meant to let you go when losing you is all I know. I'm holding my own cold hands tonight. I wore your hoodie through the rain last week. It smelled like everything you used to be, and for a second I could almost lie, tell myself you changed your mind. But hope's a cruel and quiet thing. It keeps on breathing after everything. It keeps a chair pulled halfway out, keeps all the lights on in the house. I heard you laughing somewhere new, like pain didn't follow after you. And maybe that's the part that kills, how easy love can vanish still. I'm learning how to say your name without collapsing in the floor. But healing feels a lot like losing what I was fighting for. Did you know I would keep the pieces even after they cut me open? Did you know I would still defend you while my whole heart was broken? Because I loved you past my limit, past my pride, past common sense. And now I'm standing in the aftermath, talking to what's left. If you ever miss me hard. Miss me when the midnight hits. Miss me like I miss you now, like a wound that never quits. Now I'm holding my own cold hands tonight, trying to make this empty feel alive. I still reach for your side in the dark, still carry your echo in my heart. You left your ghost in every room, turned every sunrise into blue. Tell me how I'm meant to breathe you out when every breath still wants you now. I'm holding my own cold hands tonight, breaking slow beneath the light. You're gone, but my heart still moves like it belongs to you. I'm holding my own cold hands tonight. The room still hums with midnight blue. Your shadow lingers where I reach for you. There's a coffee cup by the sink untouched, and 1,000 little things that hurt too much. I know the clock is moving on, but every second says you're gone. I wear my smile like borrowed skin. It never fits the way you fit. The hallway keeps your echo warm, like you could walk back through the door. But silence sleeps inside these walls, and I still break when your name falls. I try to fold this love away, but grief keeps shaking out the seams you left. And all that stayed with me was half a heart and all our dreams. If letting go is mercy, why does it feel like war? Why am I still holding the pieces you thunder. And now I'm talking to the empty side of the bed, laying with the words we never said. I still reach for you in the dark in my sleep, still losing you in waves too deep. You took the light but left the flame, so I still burn when I hear your name. How do I stop loving you when every broken part still does? I'm kissing ghosts instead of us. Your sweater's hanging on my chair like some cruel proof that you were here. I pressed it to my chest tonight, just to pretend that I'm alright. Everybody says time will help, but time just taught me how to hurt. I've learned the art of looking fine while slowly drowning word by word. I replay your goodbye on loop, the trembling in your careful voice. You said someday this won't ache so bad, like leaving me was not your choice. But love should never sound this cold, should never end with one door closed. And if you miss me, tell me why you made our forever die. Was I just a place to rest before you found what you were searching for? Did you love me all the way I made your broken edges softer than before? Because I'm still here with trembling hands, trying to hold what's already gone. And all I have is a heart that beats like it still believes you're coming home. Now I'm talking to the empty side of the bed, praying to the words we never said. I still reach for you in the dark in my sleep, still drowning in a love I couldn't keep. You took the light but left the flame, so I still ache when I hear your name. Tell me how to breathe you out when every breath is full of us. I'm holding on to what you were while turning into what you lost. I'm kissing ghosts instead of us. There's a blue dress on the bedroom chair, still holding on to your perfume. I should pack it with the rest by now, but grief keeps making room. The window hums with early cars, the city waking without us. I never knew the morning light could feel this colorless. Your fingerprints are on the glass, my fingerprints are on the ache. I trace the places love once lived, like that could make it stay. You left so softly, I still hate how gentle endings kill. No slammed door, no shattered frame, just quiet turning still. And I keep reaching through the sheets for heat that isn't there. How does somebody leave your life but linger in the air? You were my fever bloom, my beautiful mistake, the fire in my blood that love was never meant to take. Now I'm lying in the ashes of the life we almost made, trying to hold your memory like it isn't slipping away. If love was meant to save me, why am I this close to gone? Why does every little silence didn't just leave my arms, you left my whole world out of tune. Now I'm learning how to breathe without my fever bloom. I wear my smile like borrowed silk, pretty enough from far away, but underneath it all I'm still a storm I cannot name. I heard you laughing someone else, and every light went dim. It's strange how one familiar note can pull you back again. The restaurant where we used to sit still burns gold in my mind. I passed it once and had to stop to let the red light hide me crying. You moved ahead like springtime does, like breaking me was clean. But I still live in little ghosts of everything we've been. Maybe I loved you past the edge, past every warning, every sign. Maybe I built a home from smoke and called the burning mine. But if your nights go cold someday, if someone leaves you half alive, then maybe you will hear my name in every silence after 5. And maybe then you'll understand why some goodbyes don't end. They just keep blooming in the dark again and again. You were my fever bloom, my last bright reckless flame, the only thing that ever made my broken heart feel safe. Now I'm down here with the wreckage and your echo in my veins, still gathering up the petals of the love I couldn't save. If love was ever holy, why did it leave me here this bruised? Why do I still reach across the bed like I still belong to you? You didn't just leave my arms, you took the color from the room. Now I'm learning how to live inside the shadow of my fever bloom. Yeah, I'm learning how to live inside the shadow of my fever bloom. There's a pale light on the piano, dusting dawn across the keys. I still sit where you once held me, listening for what used to be. Your scarf is hanging by the doorway, like the winter kept your shape. I should move it, I should let go, but grief is love that couldn't leave. The house still breathes in little echoes, floorboards calling out your name. You left so softly, I still flinch at how silence can be changed. And I keep turning toward the hallway, like your shadow might appear. How can love be gone forever and still feel this close, this near? Now it's ivory rain falling through my veins. Every note I touch turns into your name. You were the warmth in my winter, the light beneath my skin. Now I'm just a broken melody, learning how to bend. If love was meant to save me, why am I down this far? Why does every little memory hit me like the dark? You didn't just leave my arms, you left the sky above my pain. Now all I hear is your goodbye. In this ivory rain, I wear my healing like a costume, something pretty from afar. I laugh before the questions find me, then cry alone inside my car. I heard your voice and someone's laughter, and my whole chest forgot to breathe. Funny how the smallest moment can pull a heart back to its knees. You moved on like morning traffic, fast and clean and out of sight. I stayed behind with all the thunder, still trying to outlive the night. Even mirrors look right through me, like I became what you erased. Maybe I loved you past the ending, past the cracks, past every sign. Maybe I made a home from almost and called that fragile thing divine. But if your nights turn cold and empty, if someone leaves you half alive, then maybe you will hear my ghost in every song that cuts too wide. Now it's ivory rain pouring through my heart, washing all the colors of our love into the dark. You were the breath inside my body, the mercy in my blood. Now I'm just a shattered chorus, drowning in what wasn't flow was ever sacred. Why did it leave me here this torn? Why do I still reach across the bed for hands that won't return? You didn't just leave my arms, you took the only light that stayed. Now all I hear is your goodbye in this ivory rain. Yeah, all I hear is your goodbye in this ivory rain. I still sleep on your side of the bed, like somehow that could pull you back again. There's a street lamp spilling through the blinds, cutting shadows where you used to lie. Your glass is still beside the sink. I haven't moved a single thing. Like if I leave this whole house untouched, maybe losing you won't feel so much. But every room says your name low, every door frame knows you're gone. And every night I tell myself, tonight's the night I'll finally move on. Then your memory comes like rain, soft at first, then all at once. And I'm right back in the wreckage of a love I couldn't stop. You were my almost always, my forever for a while. Now I wear a brave face just to hide what's breaking underneath the smile. If healing means forgetting, then I don't know how to start. 'Cause every little piece of me still reaches for your heart. You were my last light, the last good thing in the dark when my whole world burned down. Now I'm just midnight, trying to find my way through the silence you left now. I still call your name inside my head, still relive every word you said. How am I supposed to let love die when it's all that keeps me alive? You were my last light. I heard our song in a passing car, and it shattered something small but hard. I had to stop in the middle of the street just to catch what was left of me. Everybody says I'll be okay, like pain just fades if you give it days. But they don't see the way grief stays quiet and sharp in ordinary ways. In the jacket hanging by the door, in the coffee shop by the corner store, in the way I still turn around anytime your goodbye would echo long after you stopped feeling it. Because I would have held your trembling hands, I would have fought through every scar, but you dropped forever in my lap and left me in the dark. Oh, now I talk to heaven, talk to walls, talk to a ghost that never calls, and all I hear is my own heart still begging for what's lost. You are my last light, the last warm breath in the cold when my whole world broke down. Oh, now I'm all midnight, carrying the weight of the love that I can't put down. I still call your name inside my prayers, still feel your absence everywhere. Tell me how I'm meant to survive when losing you still feels alive. You were my last light, and now I'm learning how to live with nothing but your goodbye. You were my last light. Yeah. Your ring of water's on the table, a little halo left behind. I should've wiped it up by now, but I still treat it like a sign. The curtains breathe with passing headlights, turning shadows into you. I hate the way an empty room still knows exactly what we were. There's one wine glass above the sink, your favorite side still chipped with use. I hold it like a fragile truth. Some things survive, but not like love. You left so quiet, almost kind, and that's the part that does me in. Now every night I let the dark come sit beside me in your place. How do I call this over when your absence has your face? You left me in a soft ruin, a beautiful kind of break. No shattered doors, no screaming thunder, just one heart too late to wake. You were the warmth inside my blue, the last safe thing I knew to trust. Now every memory falls like glass and turns my hands to dust. If love was meant to save me, why am I still undone? You left me in a soft ruin, still loving what you've become. I wear my smile like borrowed velvet, smooth enough to fool the room, but underneath I'm all exposed, a bruise that never learned to bloom. I heard your name in someone's voicemail, and my whole body lost its air. It's strange how unfamiliar sound can drag the dead into the day. You moved on like sunlight does, touching everything but me. I stayed behind with all the outlines of the life I thought we'd be. Even the mirror looks at me like I'm a stranger in your grief. Maybe I loved you past the warning, past the tremble in your tone. Maybe I made a home from almost and called that ache my own. But if your nights go cold and empty, if somebody leaves you too, then maybe you will hear my silence in the way the dark moves through you. You left me in a soft ruin, unholy. Why did it leave me like this? You left me in a soft ruin, still praying to your ghost with my lips. Yeah, you left me in a soft ruin, still praying to your ghost with my lips. There's a loose thread on your old black coat, still hanging by the door. And I swear the whole room pulls apart every time I touch it more. Your perfume's gone from the pillowcase, but not enough for me to sleep. The night still wears your outline like a secret it can't keep. I let the kettle scream too long, just to drown out what I know. That some goodbyes don't shatter loud, they just go cold and slow. You left so gently, I still hate how soft a heart can break. And I keep tugging at the memory, like it might lead back to you. How can love be gone from my hands, but still be stitched into the room? We were a red thread pulling through my veins, tied around my soul, then cut without a sound or blade. You were the warmth inside the winter, the mercy in my blood. Now I'm just unraveling in the silence of your love. Oh, if love was meant to save me, why am I coming undone? Why does every road I take still end where you were the one? You didn't just leave my arms, you left my whole heart misread. Now I'm lying here in pieces at the end of our red thread. I wear my healing like a clean white dress, pretty from across the room, but up close it's all loose stitches, barely holding shape and truth. I heard your name in someone's phone call, and my whole body lost its place. Funny how one small second can put all the hurt back in your face. You moved on like a river does, never asking what it drowned. I stayed behind with all our echoes and your shadow on the ground. Even morning light feels wrong when it touches what is gone. Maybe I loved you past the warning, past the tremble in your voice. Maybe I turned your almost forever into my only choice. But if your nights go dim and restless, if someone leaves you half alive, then maybe you will feel my ghost. In every place you thought survived, we were a red thread burning through my skin. Something holy, something fragile, something I still live within. You were the calm inside my chaos, the air beneath my lungs. Now every breath feels like a prayer for everything we were. sound of your keys at the door, even though you don't come around anymore. There's a crack in the frame by the side of the bed, and your goodbye still lives in my head. I let the TV talk through the night, just so the silence won't start a fight. But every little noise turns into you, and every memory cuts straight through. I try to wash your scent from my clothes, try to let the last light go, but love like ours don't leave that fast. It breaks real slow, then it makes you last. Now I'm standing in the mess we made, with all the promises still unclaimed. They tell me hearts can heal in time, but mine still beats your name. I smile like I survived it, but I'm not even close to okay. If missing you is weakness, then I'm weaker than I've ever been. 'Cause every night I lose you, then lose you all again. And I'm still here, in the smoke, in the ruin, in the ache you left behind. And I'm still here, holding on to a love that's already said goodbye. You moved on like the night moves on from rain, but I still drown in everything. Tell me how my heart's supposed to disappear when you're gone, but I'm still here. I heard your name from somebody downtown, and the whole world slowed and fell apart. Funny how a single word can break what I spent months trying to restart. I've been sleeping on the edge of dreams where you still reach and hold on to me. Then morning comes like a cruel truth, and I wake up to the loss of you. Your picture's face down in the drawer, but I know every line, every shadow, every scar. I hate that love can leave a stain that no new hands can wash away. And I hate that part of me still prays you'll miss me enough to change. Did you cry when you drove away, or did the silence make it easy? Did you fight for us inside your chest, or was I the only one still bleeding? Because I would've stayed through every storm, I would've held your shaking heart, but you let go with steady hands, and I'm the one who fell apart. And I'm still here, in the dust of forever, and the ghost of your touch tonight. I'm still here, trying to breathe through the shape of your goodbye. You moved on like the sun moves in, like love was something paper thin. Tell me why I'm learning how to live with fear when you're gone, but I'm still here. Yeah, you're gone, but I'm still here. I still leave the porch light on at night, like some part of me still thinks you might. Miss the road, miss the air, miss my name, miss the way I loved you through the rain. There's a ribbon from your birthday in my drawer, and your footsteps in the old wood floor. I know I should have packed this up by now, but letting go is harder out loud. So I move around this house like glass, trying not to break on what we had. Every little thing becomes a bruise, a quiet way of losing you. And I swear the dark gets heavier right before I fall asleep, like the night knows how to whisper every promise you couldn't keep. say the hurt will dull someday, but tonight it's sharp as ever. You're gone in every way that counts, but my heart doesn't know better. I keep reaching through the silence, like love can cross that line, but all I touch is emptiness and the shape you left behind. I'm half awake, half falling apart, half of your name still lives in my heart. I still turn when the door breathes open, still wear your goodbye like a chain unbroken. You moved on, but I stayed right here in the wreckage, in the smoke, in the fear. How do I close what you never closed, when every night I need you most? I'm half awake, half losing my mind, still loving you after goodbye. I heard from someone you're doing fine, and I smiled like that wouldn't split me wide. Funny how fine can sound so cruel when I'm still making it through you. I still know the rhythm of your laugh, still see your face in every passing cab. The city's full of almost yous, and everyone leaves something blue. I've been learning how to fake the sun, how to speak like I've already moved on, but healing doesn't feel like peace. It feels like slowly losing what I need, and I hate that I still got your side, like love is only late, not gone. I hate that hope can look so much like holding on too long. Did you cry when you erased my name, or did it feel like mercy? Did you shake when you let me go, or was it only hurting me? Because I would've stayed through all of it. The distance damaged doubt, but you let our hope forever in, and then became the way out. Now I talk to you in rearview glass, and red lights and sleepless dawns, and all that answers back is pain, still singing your song. I'm half awake, half breaking again, still letting your memory under my skin. I still turn when the cold wind moves, still swear for a second that it's you. You moved on, but I stayed right here with your ghost and a sky gone clear. Tell me how to stop this love when it's all I have to hold me up. I'm half awake, half missing my life, still loving you after goodbye, still loving you after goodbye. You left your name in the mirror steam, in the corner of my half-bad dreams. Your lipstick mark on an old glass frame still fades slower than the sound of your name. There's a bruise of light on the bedroom floor, right where you stood the night before. You told me love can change its shape, then walked away while mine just stayed. And now the house is full of little stars, coats on hooks and hearts half warm. I'll keep your side of the curtain closed, like that could keep from knowing what I know. And every night I fold your sweater, like I'm folding us together, but the fabric keeps your absence better than these shaking hands ever could. They say the worst part passes, but mine just learns new ways to stay. I'm smiling through the damage, trying to make it through another day. If love was really over, why do I still feel your touch? Why does leaving seem so easy for the one who meant this got a paper heart in a pouring rain, falling apart at the sound of your name. I still hold on, even when it hurts. Still wear your goodbye under my shirt. You took forever and made it dust. Now all I have is the ghost of us. Tell me how to keep standing up when everything I was built on love. I've got a paper heart in a pouring rain. I saw your car in another street, and my whole body forgot to breathe. For one wild second I believed losing you was just a dream. But truth comes hard in the morning light, in the untouched side of every night, in the songs I skip, the calls I draft, the way I still go back through the past. Everyone says I look okay, like looking home means feeling safe, but I'm just good at carrying pain without letting it hit my face. And I hate that hope still lives in me, small and cruel and hard to kill. It keeps the front door cracked and then keeps asking if you love me still. Did you know I would unravel slow, thread by thread, where you let go? Did you know I would still defend the hands that taught my heart to end? Because I loved you past goodbye, past the silence, past my pride, and now I'm learning broken things still beat, still ache, still cry. If you ever think of coming back, don't do it out of guilt. Come back because you're empty. Hurts the way mine still does. I've got a paper heart in a hurricane, tearing apart every time you change. I still hold on to the life we drew, still loosely trying not to lose you. You took forever and made it dust, left me with echoes and almost us. Tell me how to keep breathing in when every breath still caves me in. I've got a paper heart in a pouring rain, still breaking slow, still calling your name. And if love survives in damaged parts, then you still live inside my heart. I've got a paper